Hey everyone, welcome back to Squarebox Games, and today we have another opening for the Lord of the Rings the card game LCG by Fantasy Flight, and today is the Mount Gundabad Adventure Pack. Now this originally came out in the first version of the game in the Arid Mithrin cycle, so if you're collecting from the first version, you're going to need to get the Wilds of Rovanian Deluxe Kit. You will not be able to play the encounter in this pack without that, or if you're just getting the revised edition, you can just get the Arid Mithrin Hero and Encounter boxes that will have content from that deluxe set and all 6 adventure packs that came with it. So first off, you can see you get the little insert here. Spoiler alert, I think we're going to be fighting a dragon in this one. As you can see, Fantasy Flight gives it an 8 on the difficulty scale, which that doesn't necessarily mean much. Here's some flavor text all about what's going to be happening. Now on the back side, we usually get some keywords and stuff. It's going to tell you a little bit about this particular scenario, how to set it up. You get a deep keyword now. Do not read until they've won the quest, so we're not going to read that. We don't want to spoil anything, but that's just some narrative. I'm going to go ahead and open this a little bit further from the camera so the sound isn't as annoying. But as with all Lord of the Rings adventure packs in the original version of the game, we're going to get a brand new hero in this pack, which we could see was a tactics version of Bilbo Baggins, in addition to some other stuff. So let's start here with Bilbo. He's going to cost 9 threat to get into your party, and 1 willpower, 1 attack, 2 defense, and then 2 hit points. So typical for a hobbit, not a lot going on there in the health department. He is a hobbit and a burglar. Response: after Bilbo Baggins commits to the quest, choose an enemy in the staging area until the end of the phase. Bilbo Baggins gets plus willpower, or X plus X willpower, where X is that enemy's threat. So basically it can help negate a huge threat in the staging area, which I just earlier today played the Black Riders, and that would be great for those Nazgul that get stuck in there. If the player's quest successfully, do 1 damage to that enemy, 2 damage instead of its guarding a card. So you can see thematically it's probably made for a huge threat enemy that is in the staging area, aka possibly the dragon, and especially if it's guarded, you can deal some extra damage to them. It basically negates their threat. You don't have to engage with them. They can stay in the staging area without their threat contributing, and then you can potentially nick some damage off of them before you even start attacking. So we'll put Bilbo right there. The next thing we're going to get are player cards, and we're going to get some for each sphere here. So starting with leadership, we're going to get the Greenwood Defender. He's a Sylvan Warrior. 0/0, but 2 defense. Costs 3 to get out, 3 health. And then after he enters the battlefield, enters play, it does not exhaust the defender until the end of the round. Okay, so he can come in and, I guess, defend against multiple attacks since he doesn't exhaust. I guess that's nice. I think you usually get 3 of each card in here. Another leadership card here, Elf Guide. Return a Sylvan ally you control to your hand and choose a hero. Add 1 resource to that hero's pool. So that's super nice. If you get an ally that's about to die, Sylvan obviously, you can get them back in your hand for free and get a resource to help pay for them to come out again. Really great for creatures that have awesome fields and awesome effects when they enter the play. So you can use them multiple times, or you can just save someone from dying and get them back out with full health. All right, now we get a Hobbit, which I love Hobbits. It's probably one of my favorite decks to play with, and this is a good card for those. Cost 2, he's a lore lore ally. 1 willpower, 1 attack, 0 defense, which is really bad, 1 health, which is awful. Combat action, return Gaffer to your hand to choose an enemy with engagement cost higher than your threat, which is most of the time what you're going to be doing on a Hobbit deck. Until the end of a round, that enemy cannot attack you. So basically, you pay 2 to get him out, and then he can basically be a diversion to keep someone from attacking you. But he gets to go back into your hand, so it's not discarded. So you're basically paying 2 to just keep an enemy from attacking you, which is great. So if you are engaged with like one of the Nazgul and the Black Riders, for instance, only because I played that earlier today again. If it's in the staging area, it's not contributing its threat to you, and you can use Gaffer basically just to keep them from attacking, and you get 3 of those. So I think this is going to go straight into my Hobbit deck as soon as I get done with this. We are also going to get Drinking Song, another lore here. It's 0. It's a song. Count the number of cards in your hand and shuffle your hand into your deck. Then draw an equal number of cards. Draw 1 additional card if you control a unique Hobbit character. So yet again, you can use it with anybody, but it's a little bit more of a bonus with Hobbits. Basically, if you got a garbage hand, you can cycle it. But it's free, so it's not bad at all. I like it. Sting. Now, this is a fun card. We love Sting, right? It's a unique item. It's free. You can pay. You don't have to pay for it. But it's a guarded card, which ties in with Bilbo. Guarded to an enemy. Attached to a Hobbit hero, restricted. Makes sense. The attached hero gets +1 willpower, attack, and defense. That is amazing, especially for free. After attached hero is declared as an attacker or defender against an enemy, deal 1 damage to that enemy. Man, that card is amazing. That is super awesome for a Hobbit deck. I'm so glad I got this back. So we get 3 of those. So guarded means it's going to come, when it comes out, you're going to stick it on the staging area and put a card on top of it, an enemy or a location, and you won't be able to get that card until that enemy or location has been dealt with. But then you don't have to pay anything to get it out, and then you just get that into your hand and you can, use it, attach it to a Hobbit. Man, makes them just all around better. I wish it would give them 1 health too. That'd be fun. Oh well. That's what Build a Pony's for. All right, round shield. Oh, by the way, that was a tactics card. So is this one? This is an armor. Another 0. A lot of free cards in this set, which is really interesting. Attached to a character, restricted. Okay. After a shadow effect is triggered during combat, exhaust round shield to give the attached character +2 defense for this attack. That's really nice. So it's not going to negate a shadow effect, but it is going to help you beef up, which is nice. I mean, considering it's free. All right, we got a spirit here. Erebor Toy Maker. Cost 3, 2 willpower, nothing else, 2 health. After you play him from your hand, reduce the cost of the next attachment played this phase by 2. So obviously, I don't have to explain too much. Made for decks with attachments. You can bring him out. I mean, he's going to help you quest. That's important, but he's not going to do much else for you besides maybe take 1 attack. All right, Armor of Erebor, which goes hand in hand. It's an attachment, cost 2, spirit card. Attached to a Dale or Dwarf character, restricted. Attached character gets +1 defense and gains Sentinel. So that's super nice. Helps you defend if you're playing in a multiplayer game. You can beef up a Dwarf or a Dale character, get them some extra defense, and let them take some hits. You could give that to Gimli, make him stronger when he attacks. All right. The Shire Folk. This is a neutral event. Another 0 cost. Play only if each of your heroes is a Hobbit. Reduce your threat by 4. Yet again, my Hobbit deck, it just got a lot better with all the cards in this pack. All right, so before we go forward, I like to say I don't like spoiling the encounter cards, but I'll let you guys see what's in here. So if you don't want to see what's in the encounter so you can experience it fresh for the first time, thanks for watching. I would cut the video here. Move on to another video, but I'll go quickly through it. So spoiler warning, 3, 2, 1, here we go. the first forge, so underground here, immune to player card effects. I'm not going to read everything on these, but you notice that it's a victory card when you get through it. Dagnar's Horde, Throat of the Mountains. So we're getting a lot of underground and dark, which you may want dwarves. All right, oh my goodness. So here's what it's all about. Dagnar, this is the dragon we're going to be fighting in this set. He has a threat of 50, which means he's always going to be in the staging area, which means he's kind of made to attack him. 20 health with 5 defense, so you have to get at least 5 attack just to hit him. X threat, that's interesting. 7 attack, which is rough. So he's indestructible, immune to player card effects. X is 1 more than the number of quest cards in the victory display. Oh geez. Can't take more than X damage each round. Oh, so whatever his threat is, that's terrible. This looks rough. Well, there are 5 more quest cards in the victory display. Dagnar cannot leave the staging area and is considered to be engaged with each player. This is going to be awful in a good way. We got some orcs here, some strong orcs. Jeez. Dagnar's Slave. Some more orc goblins. 3 attack. That last one had what? 4 attack with 5 health. 3 attack with 3 health. Ooh, any shadow effects aren't great. Deep Dweller. We got spiders as well we get to deal with. That's fun. When it engages with you, it makes an immediate attack. That's fun. If the shirt takes any amount of damage and survives, return to the station area. Oh, that's awful. Mines of Gundabad. Deep Dagnar gets -10 engagement cost. Oh, there it is. And of course, there's multiple ones of those in there. When faced with the option to travel, you have to travel to the narrow stair. Desecrated Ruins. Why don't you guys read all this? Dagnar makes an immediate attack against each engaged player. Dagnar gets -30 engagement cost to the end of the round. So he will be attacking you. Each player assigns X damage among allies he controls, where X is 1 more than the number of quest cards in the victory display. Alright, let's look at the actual quest itself here. I don't know what. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of quest cards here. 2 HGs. Okay. Start with 1. The side door. Mount Gundabad rises before you, and the dragon Dagnar waits within. Add him to the staging area and set the first forge aside out of play. Create the Caves deck and the quest deck. I see the insert. Attach Worm's Bane to a hero. Broken side face up. I'll show you that card here in a minute. Shuffle the encounter deck and discard cards from the top until X locations have been discarded, where X is 1 less than the number of players in the game. Then add this to the staging area. Whew. So basically, we've got all of these different. I'm just going to show you these sides. The lower depths, frenzied warrens. So I bet you're just going deeper and deeper into this until you find the dragon. This seems awful. The Great Worm. He gets -5 engagement cost for each character the first player controls. Oh man. Okay, let's do the broken side first. You're going to start with this on one of your heroes. Get +1 attack. If attached hero leaves play, the players lose the game. Alright, so that's your hero. That's got to be the one to slay the dragon, basically. And then once it gets reforged at some point, you get +X, where X is 1 more than the number of quest cards in the victory display. Yet again, whoever is holding the sword, they cannot get out of the game or you are in trouble. So that is what is in the Mount Gundabad pack. Let me know what you think. I know this is an older set here. I think it came out in 2018. But if you want to see an example of what's inside of it, instead of going through the entire, revised boxes, you can see what's in that. But, it's probably best to not buy this one right now and just, unless you already have some of the adventure packs, in the deluxe set for Wilds of Ravanian, but if you can pick it up for cheap, I'd say pick it up. It may be worth having some of these cards to have some duplicates. But yeah, until then, let me know what you guys like. Please leave a comment down below if you like this, if you want to see more Lord of the Rings stuff. I'm going to probably start doing some gameplay of Lord of the Rings card game. I don't think I've done that on the channel, so it's a fun game and I can play it myself or with friends, so I'd highly recommend it if you haven't played it already. Go check it out. It's by Fantasy Flight Games. They make some great stuff. But until then, most importantly, you go play some games.